Okay, so I did it again. I went and bought a ton of books. Now, I'm of the mindset that you can never have too many books, although my living space probably disagrees with me since I really have nowhere to put them. Book Outlet is super cheap and I'm a sucker for buying books, so there we go. Let's just get into this, okay? Got a huge box here from Book Outlet. I've also got a ton of books that I've already opened from Book Outlet. A few from other places, but I'll tell you which ones are from Book Outlet, which ones are from not. The Crane Wife by Patrick Ness. It's a really cool looking book and I love the font style in it. Awesome. Patrick Ness is a great author. Jacoby by William Ritter. This one just looks amazing. It's got sort of a Sherlock vibe to it. Very excited to read it. The Ice Dragon by George R.R. Martin. This is a really short sort of children's book, but it is a special edition, which I did not know about, and is brilliant. I cannot wait to read this because it looks amazing. Let's just open this. Another coupon. This is why, guys, I keep... Thank you, Book Outlet, for another coupon, which I am sure to spend on your website shortly after making this video. Thank you. I got The Boy Who Drew Monsters by Keith Donahue. This is supposed to be a super creepy book, and if you can't tell by the cover, it's sort of a Halloween read, and I cannot wait to read it around Halloween time, hopefully, because I don't think it'll take me that long to get to it. Got Trouble by Non Pratt, that's a cool name. So this is supposed to be about, I don't know, it has something, it's like a romantic comedy, but it's also humorous, like really humorous. It was really cheap too, and the cover art is awesome. I got 10 because it's been on my wish list for a billion years, and it was on Book Outlet. No other reason, it was just on Book Outlet. Max Berry Lexicon. I've never even heard of this book before in my life, but look at that cover. We should go have like a family portrait taken, me and this cover. It's good. Look at that. I'm a sucker for some good cover art design. The Enchanted by Renee Danfield. I've heard this is a brilliant, brilliant book. I've heard it's also kind of a slow read, but it's one of those that you want to just get into and you don't want it to end. The cover is also brilliant. Yes, I bought it because of the cover too. Oh boy. Serafina. I owned this when it was in the red hardback and I sold it. Never got to read it, but I decided to buy it again because Book Outlet. And Where Things Come Back by John Corey Whaley. Again, yeah, you probably guessed it. The cover is cool. And it really is. It's a brilliant cover. It's also won these two things, two really big awards, though I decided I should probably read it and find out what all the fuss is about with fussing. Next, I got City of Dark Magic by Magnus Flight. This was not a Book Outlet buy. This was a buy from the bookstore that I work at, and let me tell you, I spend a lot of money there. Looks really cool, sounds really cool, got like a historical twist to it, and I'm not gonna say it. Cover's good though. Joyland by Stephen King. I got this at a really cheap discount store that sometimes has books, and they happen to have this for like $2. I don't read a ton of Stephen King just because he doesn't usually write my style of books, but for the price, I really like the sort of vintage retro design that they did with this. It sort of feels like you're picking up like one of those 10-cent murder mysteries from back in the day. Really cool design. Can't wait to read it actually because of that. I also picked this one up at the bookstore where I work. It's called Brave Story by Miyuki Miyabi, and it's a huge book, like 800, 900 pages. I didn't know what it was about. I bought it solely because it looks like an awesome adventure book. Reminded me a lot of Adventure Time, the cover design. But I started looking into this, and it's based off of a role-playing game in Japan. I was like, okay, I probably should have found out about that before I bought it, but it still could be a really good book. Next book I got was also at that discount store, and it was called Summer and Bird by Catherine Catmull. This is a brilliantly designed book, and it's got a nice sounding story to it. Really simple story, sort of a middle grade book, but I like that cover. Next book I got was The House of Silk. It's a Sherlock Holmes novel. It was the newest one that they released for like the anniversary of it or something. It's from the Sherlock estate, but it's really cool. It sounds mysterious and awesome, and I'm going to read it. The next one I got was also from the discount store, and it is Miss Poe by Lynn Cullen. It's about Edgar Allan Poe's wife, and it sounds cool. And last but not least is a micro by Michael something and Richard Preston. It's about these microbots that kill people or something. That's it. I'm surrounded by books. My wallet's empty, and I'm pretty happy. For more really big book hauls and stuff like that, be sure to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and check out Book Outlet. I think you'll really like them. See you guys later.